A nice GTR going the other way. What's up, everybody? This week, I don't know. It says it's raining every single day. I mean, I could have ridden earlier this week into work, and I probably should have, but like I think yesterday I had a dentist appointment, so I would have been into work very late if I rode my bike. And then Monday, whenever I wake up on Mondays, it's probably the day I should ride, but it's usually too late for me to get to work at a reasonable time. And I mean, again, that is mostly because I ride on back roads instead of the highways. If I were to ride on highways, I'd make it. But it did rain earlier today. I don't really know if you can tell, but there are still some parts of the road that are wet. But today, I don't even really know where I'm gonna go. It's kind of nice. I really need to just do this more often. I've kind of turned riding my bike into going to work and commuting. But sometimes it is nice to just have a ride. Late afternoon. Never trust this clock if you can even see it. It's coming up on 8 o'clock. I gotta not figure out, I just gotta change it. It doesn't let you while you're riding it, and I only ever notice and remember while I'm riding it. But it is a beautiful day. I mean, it was a bit hot earlier. It rained a bit earlier. Oh, hey. An old Corvette on freaking 24s? Let's go. I mean, it is always just a beautiful day to go for a ride, in my opinion. This is random, but that, what's it? Italian Kitchen, I think it's F&D or something like that. The last time me and my wife had it, they have amazing food. But the last time we had it, we weren't feeling so hot afterwards. That's where I'm gonna leave that. But, yeah, this week was a pretty good week so far. I mean, work was busy. I had my dentist appointment, and that took a while, and I don't know, all this random stuff happening. Yeah, what else? Oh yeah, Monday. Monday was a pretty good day. I mean, I worked. And then Monday night, me and a couple friends had a Star Wars movie night. We watched Empire Strikes Back. And it's pretty good. I mean, I've never been a huge Star Wars fan. Only in the sense of, like, of course I've seen them all. But it's been years. So, like, there was a lot of moments in that movie I didn't remember. Obviously, the most iconic lines I remembered, Luke, I am your father. I remembered the Leia and Luke kiss, which was a little weird. Yeah. Not much has really gone on. I mean, this weekend, we are planning on going back to the farm. And with it raining pretty much every single day, that doesn't leave me a whole bunch of time to do stuff like go for a ride, which is why I'm doing it today. But for me right now, that just means today is kind of the only day I can do it. Tomorrow night, I have an event. Friday, we're leaving to go to my mother-in-law's house, back to the farm. Every day this week it's supposed to be raining, so I can't commute to work. Bike safety is one of those interesting things. I mean, you are just statistically safer wearing gear. I mean, I think it's over half of motorcycle-related fatalities come from people not wearing a helmet, which I feel like a helmet's pretty base level. It's the easiest one to do. And I don't know. I mean, I know, like, right, my gear has pads in it. A pad isn't gonna save a broken bone, but it does help in a slide. But I mean, that's why you wear gear, in case you're gonna slide. Yeah, and I mean, riding a bike is one of those things that is pretty easy, right? Like as long as you, is that a, what is that? Guy riding a scooter on the sidewalk? I don't even think that's allowed in Florida. But like all riding a bike is once you know how to use a clutch, you twist the throttle and go, and you're riding a bicycle. I mean, it's really that simple, because like all the controls are exactly the same. Or not all the none of the controls are the same as a bicycle, because I'm not here pedaling. But what I mean by that is they're all like you have to counter steer on a motorcycle. You have to counter steer on a bike. You don't really think about counter steering, you just do it if you've ridden a bike. And so I mean, it is stupid simple and stupid easy to actually ride one. But if you're not being safe with it, then what's the point? Gotta make sure I have my phone, my wallet, my keys. I actually don't even know where I am right now. And like, I mean in general, riding safely, right? You wanna be aware of what's going on around you. Like I was watching that Mustang as it looked like they were flying up to the light, kind of preparing myself for something to happen. I mean, I didn't cover the brakes or anything, and I guess you're supposed to. It is just being aware of what's around you. Like this car is turning. I'm gonna speed up to try to get past these cars, but my eyes do glance over to see if they're gonna try to get in front of me. You know, now I know where I am. It's crazy how that works. I'm heading right towards the airport, and I don't really want to do that. And, I mean, it is generally a thing. Like, you do want to be going a little bit faster than traffic, really just for your own safety, right? Like, there comes a limit. Like, in Florida, there are some crazy drivers that go ridiculously fast. There's some examples in my video of me going a little fast on the back road and a car blowing past me. I mean, that's just, I feel like in Florida you're just gonna get that. But like what you don't want is to have everyone passing you. Because that's just a whole bunch of people that, like, yeah, they might go around you, and if they go around you, they might be paying attention to you. But in the case that they're not, they might get over to go around you and then just go right into the side of you. Or they might try to whip around a car that is behind you and not see you. It's like, in general, it is a little bit safer to go a little bit faster. What is this road? I'm gonna go this way. We even had a motorcycle cop, to be fair, tell me that. Obviously, there's a point where you're going too fast and then you're driving recklessly. But there is also a point where going a little bit faster is the safer option. Yeah, I mean, one thing I've thought about, right, like, I've tried to convince some of my friends to get a bike, and like, I just don't think it's happening. I think I said it last time. My friends that I could convince are worried about the expense aspect of it, and then my other friends say their wives won't let them. And both are pretty valid reasons to not get one. Where am I? I mean, I know this road. I feel like I've driven past this school before. I've made too many turns at this point. But that's okay. I'll probably run into something that I recognize eventually. This is all I did when I first started riding on public roads. And you know, as good as like actually commuting to work is, and it is fun, it's enjoyable. Okay, I know where I am now. The best way to ride is still, you can go, is still with no intention of a proper route. Like, it is fun to just be out in the middle of nowhere. Even though I'm kind of right in the suburb next to a big city. And I do currently know where I'm at. But getting a little lost is fun. Gosh, for how bad the weather was earlier, it sure does look nice outside right now. The weather wasn't great, but when is the weather ever great, you know? In Florida, I fear it's only going to get worse. We are coming into hurricane season. Even through hurricane season, it just rains a lot, whether it's a hurricane or not. And so, I might have to think of different videos to do. And you know, I might actually start making my first video essay. And I have an idea on what it's going to be. I mean, there are probably videos on these topics already. But as oh, that was roadkill with some flies on it. But as I continue to dive into this crazy world of motorcycles, I think it would be fun to look into some of the history of each brand I'm interested in. A long time ago, I did something similar with some other brands on an old channel, and I do think it would be a good time. What else is going on in my life? I've started playing Hitman again. It's a good game. Killing people for the fun of it. I'm not great at it, and I should probably go back and actually try to finish the campaign. But I've been trying to do freelancer, and it is fun. I'm just not the best at it. But I did build a few Lego sets. I built this Ford GT40 Technic kit. I built this motorcycle Technic kit. I have a few more I still need to build. And I mean, the Ford GT one ended up taking me, well, I guess let me talk about what happened. I decided that I was going to start building. Well, I mean, it was a nice day. I was waiting on friends to come over, so I was like, okay, I'm going to build this motorcycle one because I have nothing to fill my time right now. And then I built the motorcycle one. It took me like 30 minutes. It was only 150 Technic pieces. Put it all together. Great. After that, I had some motivation to build. And so I was like, you know, I'm going to build my 66 GT40 Lego kit. And that ended up taking me the better part of like 3 hours. And I started with just enough time that the like rear clamshell piece that like opens up to the engine, that was the last part as I was building as people started to show up to my house. And I mean, for my birthday, I think I mentioned it, I wanted to do go-karting and then potentially a game night with the people who couldn't make it to go-karting or didn't want to go go-karting, or if they wanted to do both, I was all for doing both. But as I looked into it, the track was closed on that Saturday. They had some event going on where it was like some league thing, and it said like get 20 plus people together and pay 20 grand for the day or something, or not 20, 12 grand. Where do these numbers keep coming from? 2 grand. I feel like I was closer with 20 than 12. 2 grand to have everyone just come. And you know, I don't have that many people. I don't have that much money that I want to just spend on that. And so, go-karting was out of the question on Saturday. And then people came over as I was finishing up that Lego set. We played some Rock Band. I got them all to hop on the racing sim. Personally, I think it was a great night. That was my Saturday. Building Lego sets, editing the last video that went up on Saturday, forgetting to post the last video that went up on Saturday until about 5. But you know what? When it went up at 5, it got more views quicker than any other video I've posted in the last however long, so maybe I just start posting them at 5 instead. Give myself Saturday morning to really put the edit together. and to make some shorts out of it. But Sunday didn't do much that I remember really. And then Monday was back to work. I kind of just went in a loop, but that's okay. I'm doing the loop backwards. And I'm gonna stop and get some gas at that trusty old Shell that only has 4 pumps and is usually busy. I keep on forgetting that I've left this thing in sport mode, and the throttle's a bit more aggressive than I'm used to. I've been driving this thing in comfort for the last 1,600 miles really, which it is crazy. I mean, I was racking up a lot of miles commuting every day, and I was not filming every day, mostly because I just wouldn't be able to talk. I've been giving it a little thought because my wife the other day brought up a point. Like, I've been driving my truck a lot more recently. My truck's starting to have some issues, like the AC's not always working. It kind of has a weird smell coming out of it, and it kind of makes me smell a little weird sometimes. And she had mentioned that we had an extra parking spot now in the neighborhood, and that if I really wanted, I could get a car that I drive to the office a lot, and like potentially get a fun car again. But I mean, that is money, and do I really want to spend money on another car right now? I don't know. Like, what would I get? I mean, I'd love to have some kind of classic car, but at the same time, it's not very good on like a daily type drive. Most of the stuff that I want wouldn't really be much better than my truck on a daily drive. And like, I've kind of always had the assumption that if I were to ever get a new car, it'd like replace my truck. But let's just go on this hypothetical. If I could buy a car right now, I wouldn't want to spend too much money. And I'm kind of thinking, like, what would I want? And a C5 Corvette has been one of my wants forever. I mean, in reality, I told myself I was going to buy a C7 Corvette when I graduated college. But then I graduated during the COVID used market where some C7s were selling for like basically more than new. I mean, another option would be like another option in my mind would be like an old WRX. Something with some rally pedigree. I'll be right back. Wow, $12. Yeah, $12 for a full tank is nice. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, in reality, if I wanted something to replace my truck, I mean, a Corvette would be fun, just to have fun in. WRX would be fun to have some fun in. An Evo would be awesome, but even just like a, like my issue, right, is a lot of the cars that I do like are cars that I should have bought when I was in high school. Cause like a Miata, you could get an okay shaped Miata for like $1,000 when I was in high school. Ones that are in worse condition now are like 4, 5, 6 grand than ones that were 1,000 when I was in high school. The like S14s and S15s when I was in college, or high school, even college a little bit, were maybe 3 or 4 that were really nice. The other day I was on Facebook Marketplace and I saw a roller for 10 grand. Like, I don't know, it's just a lot of the cars that I like and a lot of the cars that I want have ballooned. Also, I don't know why I came back down this way, but they've ballooned in value to the point that like they wouldn't even be worth it. Or maybe I'm just dumb, and maybe those cars actually do have the value that everyone thinks that they do. Like, the wise option would be to buy like Prius or an old Camry just as something to get me to work and home that's good on gas and that will last hundreds of thousands of miles. But I don't know. I've never been the one to pick the logical choice. I mean, even my truck, you can argue, is not the most logical choice for what I use it for the most right now. Even though I didn't really pick the truck either. It was kind of a family and friends deal that was too good to pass up. So it is nice having a truck at work sometimes. That who cares if it gets a little dirty, and at some of our sites I can throw in 4-wheel drive. But like my wife's car also could handle the sites pretty well. And so why do I own a truck? I don't know. Even something, this one would be crazy. I mean, it would especially be crazy now. But I remember finding a listing when I was in high school for a Acura NSX, which really in my mind has always been the Honda NSX, because that's what it's always been in the racing games I've played. But an Acura NSX for 30 grand, one of the 90s ones. And now those things are well over 100. I really could have spent some of my money better back in the day. But it's been a long day. I should head home, probably go to bed soon. But thanks for coming along with me. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. If you're not, consider liking. Let me know what you thought about what I talked about. Anyway, love others. It's all we really need to do in this life for a whole bunch of people's lives to be less miserable. Bye.